Did India just take a significant step in its fight against terrorism? Or are we witnessing another failed attempt to save face for domestic politics? The strike, what India claims happened. Recently, India launched an airstrike targeting what it claims were terrorist havens inside Pakistan. According to official Indian sources, 9 locations were hit in a coordinated attack on terror infrastructure. But here's the catch: Pakistan has only confirmed 3 impact sites, and the story gets more confusing from there. What Pakistan is saying: Pakistan has confirmed civilian casualties, but there's been no verification that any militants were killed, no footage of destroyed terror camps, no confirmation of high-value targets taken out. This raises the question, what exactly was hit, and more importantly, who? Deja vu? The Balakot reference. If this sounds familiar, that's because it is. Back in 2019, after the Pulwama attack, India carried out what it called a surgical strike in Balakot. They claimed dozens of terrorists were killed, but to this day India has never released cockpit or gun camera footage or even independent verification to back those claims. The only evidence they provided? A vague statement about monitoring cell phone signals of known terrorists in the area, which apparently went dark after the bombing. Here's the problem. We never saw proof those signals existed in the first place. No call logs, no locations, no data. Just a claim. And internationally, governments didn't buy it. Most stayed silent. Pakistan said India hit some trees. And that's it. What happened after Balakot? Of course, we all remember what followed. Pakistan retaliated within 24 hours. India lost a fighter jet. A pilot was captured. And to make matters worse, the Indian army accidentally shot down one of its own helicopters in the chaos. That's right, 2 aircraft lost. One by enemy fire, the other by friendly fire. The captured pilot, Abhinandan, was thankfully returned, but not before he became the subject of memes worldwide for calmly saying the chai was fantastic while interviewed in Pakistani custody. So what's different this time? Well, this time Pakistan has confirmed targets had been hit, unlike Balakot, which they dismissed outright. But again, no real proof of who or what was targeted, just statements, no images, no videos, no satellite confirmation. So the question is, will Modi actually show us proof this time, or will we once again be left with vague claims and zero transparency? The bigger picture strategy or symbolism. Even if the strikes were real, even if they were successful, is there any long-term strategic value? The reality is, India's approach to Kashmir and cross-border militancy is reactive. No political solution, no diplomatic initiative, no visible strategy, just bombs and bold statements. And while the Indian government may score domestic points, the militants remain, the violence continues, and nothing really changes. What happens now? Pakistan has already announced it's preparing a retaliatory strike. So the next question becomes, is India ready? Are we about to see another repeat of 2019? Another jet lost? Another international embarrassment? Will Modi humiliate India again on the world stage? Because last time, India celebrated too soon, and paid the price the next day. International perception, a dangerous spat. Let's not forget, both India and Pakistan are nuclear powers. And yet this conflict is increasingly being seen internationally not as a serious territorial dispute, but as a tit-for-tat spat between two countries behaving like children. And that perception is damaging to India's credibility, to its diplomacy, and to its long-term security goals. Final thoughts. Modi likes to make bold statements, but more often than not, they come without evidence. And without real gains for India's national security. So ask yourself, is this the leadership we want? Is this how India reclaims territory and defends its borders? Through vague airstrikes and media spin? Or are we ready to demand more? Real proof, real strategy, and real results? Read the headlines, ask questions, demand transparency, because national security deserves more than slogans and spectacle. Let me know your thoughts in the comments. Do you believe the strike was real and justified, or are we repeating the same pattern as before? If you found this breakdown useful, consider liking the video, subscribing, and turning on notifications, so you don't miss future updates as this story develops.